toy review. This is comic book round time. Thought I'd share the Superpowers series, Martian Manhunter and Dr. Fate, because they were two of my favorites. And although we know a lot about Martian Manhunter nowadays, I don't know if Dr. Fate has really gotten his turn in the TV or movie world. But I'm always a big fan of the Dr. Fate Superpowers toy. Another Justice Society original right here. And his nice cloth yellow cape. Dr. Fate. Great run of Dr. Fate took place in the 90s. Bill Loebs wrote the second half, and I think J.M. DeMantis, I'm sure I'm butchering his last name, of Justice League fame, wrote the first half of that. So maybe I can put a link to that series. I'd recommend it. And of course, after 0 Hour, it became Fate, and he had some knives and like a little wrap around his arm. And then that issue was addressed with Jeff Johns' run. Oh no, it was James Robinson first of JSA. So always great reads to totally recommend. So that's how we're starting it off. So now I'm thinking, what comic book trivia should we pull from today? The only trivia I have behind me, the Wonder Woman questions are upstairs. Down here we have Batman and the Marvel Universe cards. So where did I leave off? That this is round 4? Maybe. Let's try some Marvel cards and see where they go. And I know these are DC characters, but there we go. At least Manhunter's arms still work. It's tough to get these arms moving. But there he goes, man. Get your own. So we'll keep those here. And I'll grab some cards back here. And got some intro cards that are just informational. More on those later. I think they're airing out. It's getting to the point where they're not as stinky as they used to be. But I'm shuffling, and I'm going to lay one down. And that's what we have here. Let us see what we should do. And where did our friend go? Where did Forearm go? I'm still not over Forearm, but I'm not finding him, so we'll just use this Nightcrawler card as we begin our journey into 90s Marvel non-mutant questions. I'm ready. You ready? We're all ready? Great. Feel great to be ready. It's good to be ready. Here we go. Oh, wait a minute. All right. Now, I guess I could totally zoom in some more. There we go. Oh, what is her name? The blind clairvoyant that occasionally aids Spider-Woman and hints about future events. I can see the image. Is she like real old? Maybe I'll just say Cassandra, because that's the only thing that comes to mind. I don't know this. I'm not good with my Spidey stuff. I disappoint myself. I let myself down in a lot of ways. But there you have it. So let's see who she was. Madam Web. Madam Web. Know nothing about Madam Web. So I will have a yet another Wikipedia link so you can learn more about Madam Web. I think we're only going to do like 4 or 5 minutes today, unless I can find something else to come up with. I was just testing a different camera angle. I think I'm going to keep this. Kind of works. All right. There are only 2 questions to a card, so I mean this is going to be a quick day. Massive petroleum company in the Marvel Universe. Now, is it Roxxon? And I only know that from watching from the television shows. So it's the Agent Carter and Runaways, right? That's where the Roxxon. It's supposed to be like Exxon, but it's like Roxxon Corporation. That's what's going on, or was that Cloak and Dagger? I can't remember which one, because I don't think I finished either. I think we watched a season of Runaways, and we're like, okay. And then we watched Cloak and Dagger for a couple episodes, and we're like, okay. And it's just one that you forgot you watched and never got back to. And I don't mean to bag on it. It just didn't land. I don't think it was bad. It was just kind of, I forgot we were watching that. What was going on? And I don't think I'm alone, because those shows are kind of like put into a little corner all by themselves. That might have more to do with Disney just wanting to have their own shows, which is what they're doing now, right? And so they're kind of putting all the old ABC shows or the Hulu shows in a little box over here, which is kind of annoying a lot of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. fans, which is, I enjoyed Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. quite a bit. I was a big fan of Quake and all those others. But yeah, there we go. So I'm just going to say the Roxxon Corporation. And how do you say it? It doesn't quite come off the tongue. And I'm really stretching this one. But I'm finding the links. I'm trying to springboard, but the Marvel cards are not letting it happen. I got to look for some X-Men trivia. Where does the X-Men trivia live? Okay. Well, it's multiple choice. There's still a chance. There is still a chance. Fossum oil. Oh, that's nice. And it's Roxxon. Hey, I got something right. And not because I read any Marvel books. It's because I watched a lot of Marvel television. So that's something to come out of. What was the show I just mentioned? So it wasn't Cloak and Dagger. It was the other one, Runaways. That was the corporation, right? It was the other way. I remember it in Agent Carter. It lived somewhere there, and there it is. I liked Agent Carter, though. That was a good show. That should totally be a part of what's going on. And I think it still is, because it really didn't interfere with anything Marvel was doing, at least not yet. So I don't see it as a legacy show, but obviously Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. kind of turned into that. We can have Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. take place in one of those splintering timelines that maybe we can go visit, like with the Spidey, the Spidey No Way Home stuff, movie that I have not yet seen at the time I'm making this, because it is not available for me to see yet. So we have 2 questions on the card, and we do not get 3. So that was card 82. And we were guided by our little Nightcrawler card. Nightcrawler. Should we learn about Nightcrawler? Who's left watching this? Not me. Okay. This is I don't know if I would want this poster on my wall. It's kind of scary. What's up with... Oh, he's just bamfing. That's what happens. He's either bamping or bamping outward. He's in mid-bamf. That's what's going on. Bamf is also the name my wife gives to the Klingon batholith. The Bamf. But this is the real Bamf right here. You know, I often don't think of the sound effects on comics. You just kind of read past them. But we remember the Bamf. Would you like me to continue on my dissertation about the Bamf? All right, so here's card 17, teaching us all about the Nightcrawler. He has teleportation and agility, and perhaps ability and a sense of honor. Those are very rare indeed. All right, shunned by normal humans due to his outward appearance. And he alone beweeps his outcast state. That is Nightcrawler. Yeah, same thing about this is another Gen X digression. I got to reread those old Excaliburs. You know, they were kind of doing their own thing, and once in a while they'd come back into the X-World books. But probably worth another go. Because Nightcrawler got stuck there with Kitty and Captain Britain and, what was her name, Megan. And then that little dragon. Who else was in Excalibur? I think that's about it. That's all I can, It's worth exploring 90s Excalibur again. But there it is. There's Kirk. You remember him from the 90s cartoon as well. That's pretty awesome. This isn't too bad. I kind of like this card. So there we go. That was a fun little day. This is kind of like a comic book trivia and a half show, because I don't believe anyone wants me to do another card in the same show. I have no stories to tell, except we can get back to Dr. Fate. So I might as well, since I have some time, I'm going to pose these folks for the thumbnail for this video, and you're here to see it. So if I put them together like that, and maybe I'll flip the question like this, and so we'll get a nice pose for the thumbnail. And that is the state of things on my show. Someday I can't get the the gold out of the air. Sometimes the cards you are dealt leave you with the headspace springboards that you have. So enjoy my originals, my original Superpowers toys here. I do not have the Shazam / Captain Marvel action figure. That would have been awesome. But these do okay. And I'm off. That's my day. I'm going to go be constructive elsewhere, because it's not happening here.